Joe Apfelbaum, how are you rocking the podcast?
I am rocking it by being motivated.
Yes. What is motivated? That's a term you've coined, right?
Yeah, so I get on people's podcasts and I help educate the people that are on there to be able to learn about what they can do to be happier, to be healthier, and to feel more fulfilled.
That's awesome.
That's how I rock the podcast.
That's fantastic. And so you're being a guest on other shows, motivating people. That's so great. And you do also, I know this isn't really on your podcast, but you do Smoothie Talk with Joe. Can you just tell people a little bit about that? Because if they like it, they should follow you on Facebook.
Yeah, so every single day I go live on Facebook to show people a part of my morning routine. People say, Joe, how are you so energized? How are you so motivated? So they say you become what you think and you are what you eat. So I show people what I eat every morning for breakfast, and that's me making a smoothie by putting spinach and kale and lemon and all types of things in there. And people ask me to go live on Facebook by doing it. I started off doing something which I call a street talk, and I do 1 to 3 minutes of me just talking about motivation on Facebook, and I did over 158 of them this year so far.
Wow.
So if you can go on facebook.com/Joe Apfelbaum and check that out. So yeah, so I go live and I show people, it's just basically a habit. It's just a habit.
And so you're talking, I mean, this is really kind of personal development feel, but you have a digital agency. Can you tell people what your business is? What do you do in your business?
So our business is Ajax Union. We are a digital marketing agency, and we have a dog barking in our office.
That's so fun. You have an office dog.
We have an office dog. I'll show you what it looks like real quick.
That's so cool.
She's right there. Her name is Basil. Can you see her?
Oh, yeah. Well, I see her cage. I don't. She's like behind the desk.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Did I just unplug this?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Hang on. Let me bring her to the camera.
Oh my goodness.
All right. She wants to listen too. Okay, you can listen.
Oh my God. Our first dog featured guest expert. Is she a puppy? She looks so little.
Yeah.
God.
She's 8 weeks old. And she's from Siberia. She speaks Russian. Понимаешь по-русски? Да, очень хорошо. Очень хорошо.
So, how does the motivation and the personal development stuff, how does that tie into your work as in a digital agency, owner of a digital agency?
So for me, it's about connecting with other people authentically. And if you're the type of person that wants to be authentic, you first have to learn more about yourself. You have to be able to be comfortable with yourself. You have to have that type of confidence. And you can't do that if you don't kind of get to know yourself, right? So communication, it's all about communication for us. We're a digital marketing agency. And with businesses, we look for businesses that are very value-driven, that really care about their business. And they're not just there to make money, but they're there to make a difference.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do. We want to help companies be able to make a difference.
That's awesome. And that's so brilliant because, I heard on a podcast recently, Elsie Escobar was talking about branding on the Feed podcast. And she actually said, by definition, branding is like what other people think when they think of you. And I can honestly say, I know that you are a digital agency owner, but when I think of Joe, I think of Smoothie Talk and I think of motivation. I think of personal development. But I also know you own a digital agency. So I think that's brilliant. And that's just a really good lesson to show people. You need to be known for something beyond just like what you sell.
Yeah, so if I spent my entire day talking about marketing, nobody would want to hear that.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to hear how they can improve themselves and how they can take their life to the next level, whether it's how much water you should drink or whether it's how you should stay healthy or what I do in order for me to stay passionate, motivated, inspired, and so on. So that's the message that I give is not, buy from me, become my customer, this is how you can market yourself, but this is what I'm doing personally, and if you're interested in this and it excites you, why don't you join with me and get motivated?
I love it. This is like such a great branding lesson in real life. Like you just have to be known for something, have a message, and then people are attracted to you because when you have such a strong personality like you do, and I don't say strong in a bad way, I mean strong like you're known for, looking at the world in a certain way, people will say like, I want to work with you. Like, I don't know what you do or what you offer, but I want to be connected to you. So that's really how you rock the podcast.
And I'll say something else. People don't remember what you do. People don't even remember what you told them.
Yeah.
People remember how you make them feel.
Yes.
So if you make somebody feel connected to you, if you make them feel inspired, if you make them feel warm, if you make them feel intelligent, whatever your message out there, I want to make other people feel comfortable with themselves. And when you're with me, you can be authentic. You can be silly. You can be serious. You could be whatever you want, because I'm not going to judge you. Because if I judged you, then I should first judge myself. And there's a lot of me that I can judge about myself. There's a lot of things that I can do that I can judge, because I'm not perfect. So
Joe, talk a little bit about the connections you've made by being a podcast guest. Do you have any stories to share of how it's impacted you or impacted your business?
I think that I made a couple of connections in the past. There's a guy by the name of Hal Elrod that had me on his podcast. He wrote a book called The Miracle Morning.
Yeah.
And he really helped me change my mindset from being a night person to becoming a morning person, or whatever person I want to be.
Yeah.
And by being on his podcast, I got a lot of exposure, and I got in front of a lot of people. I think in general, it's not about how many people you can get in front of. It's about how do you hone your message.
Yeah.
If you're just on one podcast one time and that's it,
right,
your message is not going to be very, very honed.
Yeah.
But when you go on 1, 2, 3 podcasts a month, and you can keep repeating your message, and you can keep honing it and making it better, and you get to meet other personalities, even if only a few people are listening to you, it's very, very powerful for you to be able to articulate your vision, your message, what you do, your life experiences, because you learn to be more articulate by doing that. You learn to communicate better, and as a result, you become a more effective leader, and you help other people be able to accomplish what they need to accomplish through you, through your purpose.
That's so awesome. Joe, how can people reach out to you and connect with you if they want to have you on their podcast, or if they just want to be friends with you and be impacted by your amazing motivation? How can they get in touch with you?
So the best way to get in touch with me is using social media. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on all the social media platforms. I use it often. Check out my Instagram. I just posted a really cool picture of myself trying to focus on reading this book and reading this book and reading this book, and then there's cookies, and so I started reading the smoothie book to get away from the cookies. And anyway, it's really hectic. But if you follow my social media, you'll be able to see. Also, if you go to joeapfelbaum.com, you can find out more information about how to get in touch with me, or you can visit our website, ajaxunion.com.
Thank you so much. And friends, if you want to rock the podcast like Joe does and get your brand more exposure and have people get to know who you are, you can visit us at interviewconnections.com. We can book you on podcasts, or we can help find guests for your show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have an awesome day.